Hi-oh, beaver! Away!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cap That Cup charity event, semi-finals and grand finals. But now we're into the grand finals of our event here this evening. And of course, I am joined by the lovely Wiethoofd on production. But not only that, I'm joined by Agro.
Hello!
Woo! And ByteMyASCII. Fantastic, thank you, boys, for that. But tonight we are here to raise money for the Pink Ribbon Foundation, where you can go and donate to them to fight against breast cancer and the cancer of ladies by going to our justgiving.com/capthatcharity to help us out. Any donation is welcome. But how are you doing, gents?
It's a bit of a slog. I'm doing okay. There were a couple of exciting matches we've just seen, and I'm raring and eager to go on this, the absolute grand final of grand finals. I am expecting to be enthralled and just mentally like knocked back and forth with the sheer audacity of players. I'm sure, Byte, you feel the same way.
Yes.
Thank you, Byte.
Oh, Byte, it's so good to have you here, man. Like, you make it so much fun for us casting this. The last time,
I think that's the only reason I'm here, to be honest with you.
I'm going to use the word endure. We had to endure 50 minutes of CTF where they just struggled to cap back and forth, but it was a close game. But in the end, +1 medal came out with the victory, and they made it into the grand finals.
The grandest of finals.
Finalist of Grandals.
That.
Indeed. So, what we haven't seen so far, I think it's right in saying we're playing this map again, the one we've just seen. So it's we have seen how RK go against it. I think RK is Medal+1, just confused the entire world right there. But we've seen how they play it out, and we know that there is a strat that works. At least one or two good strats that work on this. What we haven't seen is how IR approach this map, and in fact any gaming so far in this this session of finals, semi-finals, grand finals. So I'm curious to see if there's a hidden meta that we just don't know about. If there is something that that is surely so incredibly obvious once you've seen it a few times. If there's a secret hidden meta that IR are willing and keen and able to take advantage of.
Indeed. Like, we've seen these teams, they've made it all the way, and potentially now's the time to bring out the pocket strategies. For those of you who haven't been with us for that long, we are indeed going live, however. For those of you who haven't been with us for long, this is a capture the flag format where if you stand the intel, it instantly gets returned to the base. There is unlimited class limits apart from having one heavy and one NG, and there is a different whitelist. I think it's the Highlander whitelist instead, so you can pick and choose between the weapons. It's even different from that. There are even fewer unbanned weapons during that, but we are going straight to the midpoint.
Yeah, this is where the action is always going to be found, where the teams are both respawn at the same time. We see a little bit more of a traditional action here. It's a sort of Holander-esque, seeing Highlander, seeing heavies, seeing pyros, but in a very sixes environment. Already there has been an exchange of fire. Tua, who was so instrumental in that last match, has gone down, and it's just RK as well. Dean also meeting this T end of the weaponage there. A crit's coming out so incredibly soon, doing tremendous damage, obliterating players left, right, and centre. Was that enough to get the flag? They've captured it. They've got the intel. They're running it back furiously to their own base, but they're not going to get away with it without having scouts try and run them down too.
Oh, he's down to 5 HP with the intel. He's running. Oh, above the health gate, he gets knocked out by RK, and RK resets the flag as well. Outstanding shot there, tracking where he was headed, knew he was going straight for that health kit, knowing he was low, and absolutely annihilating him from a distance and capturing that flag back to their own base.
Oh, Joey Lemon's going in, taking on the medic and the demo man. Easy clap for him. Unfortunately, for the red team, the blue team, they are going to be losing a bunch of players. And this is going to open up a shot for the red team to get that first cap.
Yeah, with crits, you do get your crits a lot faster than you would do if you were just using uber weapons, but it leaves you vulnerable, and now this is the advantage they're able to take. I don't know whether or not they've stayed on crits, or if they flipped back to using the more traditional uber weaponry. Perhaps It looks like they're back on the standard medic guns, and whatever strat it was that IR that was pulling out that time, it's not going to be seen again, at least for a little while.
It's the patented surprise crits. You go into your first round and then bam, they're crits, and you have to.
I wish I had the sound for Erasmus yelling surprise. That would have been perfect for that.
That would have been great. Can you get that
surprise?
Get it queued up. Get it ready.
Oh yeah, I'll work on that then.
Yeah.
We found our sound guy.
Our sound guys identified.
Thank you very much for that. It looks like it's going to be a bit of one of those stalematey type situations. I think neither team really wants to commit to the full-on attack. It's very early days, though. They're testing the waters. They're seeing where the boundaries lie and what tactics they can get away with. It looks like RK have gone with double scout tactics, which was so very effective in one of the earlier maps that we saw. Uber's being pushed out for both teams. Neither team really making a massive advantage of that use of Uber, and they're back on level playing.
The heavy of Nitsi, sorry, whatever his name is, saw the model of the heavy through the wall, and now his Pikmin killed him. That's incredible. The model clipped through the wall, and he started shooting at his arm, which is coming through the wall.
I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. This feels like Counter-Strike with that kind of through-wall clipping weapons action. Speaking of other games, a bit of a Quake moment there. Soldier on Soldier, even the original being utilised to its fullest extreme. This is very much of a Quake-type mode. The whole CTF and having the flag being returned to its original point of spawn if it's just momentarily touched by the defending team. I think it's a weird amalgamation, a combination of every kind of beautiful gameplay that's ever existed is going to be seen here today.
Indeed, Athletic Chicken actually had his sentry gun in the wrong spot and it could be peeked around the corner there, and it does get taken down by the Natasha heavy. Not seen a lot of the Natasha in recent days because obviously it's banned in 6v6, putting a stop to the pesky scout class whenever they get touched by one bullet.
Well, we have an Uber exchange on the point here as well. But blue team is having to pull back because they're just running out much sooner. With Red popping it defensively at the last minute there.
Yeah,
push them right back.
Those metal fists of heavy means that even when he's not Ubered, all of the rockets that come his way are effectively useless. So
definitely makes him very formidable.
Indeed, I think it's one of those weapons. I don't know, clothing types that has been banned in recent years. The battle here does seem to be very much on RK's turf, though, and which is to say that it's around their spawn area. It's near the tuck shop. And RK Tour going sniper for a moment there, just long enough to take out No Bullying, which was taking out no. Everybody's got the same name. This is very confusing for me. The Gits. So the other sniper for the blue team. I'm sorry, you've had your chance to have real names.
But we are moving forwards here with an Uber charge on both sides, but it looks like the blue team Uber is taking a bit more ground, but the high ground has been taken by Dean. He's dropping down. It's World of Tanks, ladies and gentlemen. As two heavies go fisticuffs, but then in the end, Dean wins that one, and Kikri goes down, but we are going to have a bit of sun coming down. Soldier in single-digit health there, down to 6 HP, but the coach and the health pack healing him up there. Stampy does manage to actually escape with his life, it looks like. Athletic Chicken is on the chase, and the Giralty is out, but he lives.
How is Stampy alive right now? Stampy was on his own for very much throughout the entirety of that battle. And what? Just it wasn't called out that he was a potential target. Maybe there was nobody to take advantage of his momentarily displacement of health towards the negative value. And Stampy is now still a very effective force. That this battle that has been taking place on RT's picnic ground, on RK's picnic ground. My apologies to the RT out there, wherever you are right now. RK's picnic ground has not changed, although RK Joey Lemons. Flipping away from soldier class, going a bit of spy, is testing the grounds, seeing what's available, and it looks like the entire briefcase, it's not being defended by anyone. He's picked it up. Why not pick it up? Joey Lemons doing the amazing back cap strat here. Sees a sticky on the ground. Now the other classes are able to tell where you are from that briefcase, from the message on the HUD. And it was a very quiet moment there, and a nice exchange, and the fight has gone back to mid.
Yes.
Yeah, one of them. Indeed.
Well,
Yes,
blue
indeed.
team has popped Uber and they're running away back, trying to avoid all that damage.
Yeah. I'm trying to run away there with their invincibility as they get respawns on their players. Uber's still even, and we are seeing. I'm just gonna call it not stalemate anymore because I feel like that's an overused term. It's a potato mode.
Still friend.
Still friends. 3-day-old
Not fresh
bread.
meals.
Yeah. I think you're winning right now. I can't think of another phrase.
Okay, fresh mate times -1.
To the power of -1. Yeah, possibly. Okay, right. Some of those things might be true, many of them probably aren't. Yeah, it is not so much a stalemate, it's like an ineffectual desire to push into a combative moment. PSE 16, though, goes in, tries to get a stab, tries to be effective as a spy, but is destroyed where he stands. Medic getting a bit of a heal from a friendly sandwich there, and it is full-on attack mode right here.
The meat grinder is here as the heavy turns the corner. Okay, getting 2 clean kills to no bullying players. Clearly, bullying has been applied in this game because they've been taken down. This idea is right up the sentry gun. Is going to take that down. And we should see the intel go on to the scout very shortly. He does pick it up. The backstab comes in and misses. He whiffs the stab, and it's now all over. No, if he hit that stab, it would have been okay.
Beautiful. It could have been so much.
It still is kind of beautiful. That was a lovely little exchange. Tua deserved to be able to walk away and put the first one on that scoreboard. Tua is damaging himself right now to try and get Uber back up. There's still a bit of a fairly serious advantage, and I don't think that RK are going to let this one die. They are going to utilize Uber almost as soon as they get it. It's 100% right now. Tua is moving in. Has he got any support? Are they going to make another move, another push on this? I don't see an engineer defending. They still haven't got an engineer sentry gun on that point just yet. What can we see happen right now?
I just saw the biggest brain play I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Unfortunately, it just got thwarted by a spy. But what had happened is, Athletic Chicken had put the entrance of the teleporter forwards.
Ah, yeah. I was wondering why it was backwards, but
Yeah, so they can teleport with the intelligence and just go and cap instantaneously.
I'm pretty sure if you take intel through a teleport, it drops the intel.
We have someone confirm this. Does that work?
Someone in chat, maybe go find a quick game of CTF, open up a map and let's see if that is a legit tact. If it is a legit strat, I think it would break everything.
Apparently you cannot teleport with the intel. Huh.
Okay, so that's
I think some sort of a Faraday shield thing, I would imagine, with the briefcase.
The gameplay. The mechanics for them instead.
I would have hoped that the players would have figured out whether or not it was going to be a thing. I mean, they've had plenty of opportunity to test it throughout the period that this map has been, or these maps have been available for them to test. Let's face it, they've been in the game since 2007, so although teleporters themselves have not, there has been a realistic or reasonable period of time to get that right. Look, enough with the back and forth about capabilities of humans to understand rules. There is an exchange of fire on mid.
The rules are meant to be broken.
I was wondering how long a game would have to be if you were playing since 2007, though. That's a long match.
It feels like we've been watching this since 2007. I've got to say, this is not a fast-paced game until the action takes place.
We're actually playing the TF2 beta.
PST 16 knocking a few rockets against that sentry gun, and despite the fact that they're almost out there in the open, looks like they're going to go uncontested. PST 16 doing a lot of damage. They're not quite getting the kills, though.
Clap. No bullying goes down there. He got absolutely destroyed by the sniper. He just ran around the corner and got insta-gibbed by a headshot. It was beautiful.
Oh, that's majestic. That's made me quite hungry, actually.
I was going to say, are you recording out the gameplay or just having a sandwich?
Oh no, I ate my sandwiches before we started again.
What are you thinking about eating
Very
tonight? What's on the menu? Like,
I don't know. I'm debating if I'm going to have a Chinese or if I'm going to have a pizza.
what's your usual go-to if you get a Chinese?
Chicken balls,
Is it
chicken
the
ham
pizza?
fried rice.
Oh.
The pizza.
It's a pizza, yeah.
Yeah, usually call a different place entirely. But after I've had that, I'm definitely getting ice cream delivered, by the way. Just saying. Oh,
all that talk about ice cream is getting me going.
oh yeah. Oh, I have this lovely little place down the street that delivers homemade ice cream, double cream ice cream. Loads of different flavors.
Right,
Their white chocolate Twix is delicious.
I don't want to interrupt this ice cream discussion, but it looks like the scout of the blue team has frozen out the competition, snuck in there, picked up the flag, and is going all the way back to try and capture it.
No! Oh, it's so close. You could have cut him off, but he's going to indeed probably get killed here, actually. Yeah, he goes down. Looks like Arcade's going as well. W+M1 activated, picks up the intelligence, and he's going to be running away. Okay, no, never mind. The intelligence gets dropped, but then a soldier there, Joey Lemons, here to deliver his platinum album on the intelligence, but unfortunately he goes down, drops the intelligence,
Fortunately,
reset.
the music was trash.
Or derivative, apparently. Yep, it was not to be. Looks like there is a 1-1 going on. Both teams having made a really serious attempt to try and pull away. But no momentum was gained through that last cap. Unfortunately, it just all died a death. But look, it seems to be that the IR are now ready to make their push. They've got a heavy and they've got a demo, and they're throwing themselves on the points. And Uber has been blown as well. They're trying to lock down this entire team. We've got them in spawn room, but people are still flying all over the place.
I just want to point out, Wiethoofd just put in chat, Byte should have its food decided by the winning team. Blue equals Chinese, red equals pizza. I think that's a good idea.
I think that's what we're going to have to go with. And I'm not sure what we're going to use to decide what sort of ice cream you have, whether it's blue ice cream or red ice cream.
No. I've already said ice cream. It's just the main food. It's less important to me, you see.
Ice cream is the main food. What are you on about?
That is the correct way of doing it.
What ice cream have you gone for?
Oh my goodness me, Tua takes down with a headshot. That medic did not stand a chance.
Excitement as a bullet hits a forehead.
I thought he was getting excited about the ice cream.
No! The ice cream is
it? Yes! Come on!
The ice cream is it. Anyway, it's 2-1 on the scoreboard currently to the blue side. They currently are in the lead in this slug of a game. Each map, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is a best of 3, and you obtain 1 round by capping the intelligence 3 times. So,
we'll be here for a while. Enjoy the bill. Beer-coloured veal.
I need to get some beer.
I need to get some beer.
For the whiskey. Oh.
I could do that, actually. I've got some under my desk.
I've got some.
What?
I thought the other day, actually.
You don't have whiskey under your desk?
I'm
Yeah,
afraid I do not.
Okay, red team coming in with Uber right now. They are going to take down Bonnet. I'm not going to say that then. PSC 16 also go down. And looks like Arcade is going to pick up that intelligence and start running for his life. He is yeeting his way to his side of the map.
Go on, pizza team.
Tina's managed not only to allow Arcade to run away with that intel, but actually to really push the enemy team back into their spawn room, take out the medic as well. Dean is now weirdly in a position where he could just as easily go and take the intel, but it looks like Arcade Joey Lemons has got it right now and is zooming all the way back down to his capture point, and in doing so manages to make it 3-2 and captures this first point on this first map.
You know what they say about, you know what they say about red team? They say the colour of pepperoni and tomatoes, and that's that's all I have to say about that one. But that was interesting. Got very close there towards the end, but it looks like we are going to have a complete reset. Engineers going to start building stuff. Players moving towards the midpoint. People getting buffs, and they are going to make their forwards. But the blue team much more coordinated in getting forwards first.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw right there that was a pretty effective. As soon as the transition happened and they were in a better position, the red team knew their role and knew how to take advantage of the staggers. But now when it's going full v full of the two teams, it's really about the DM and it's about making use of the team to play effectively together. Blue team have taken mid. I think it's fairly unanimous positioning there. Although, having said that, who's this? That was RK with the intel.
Very interesting. They managed to take him down, and that's going to be thwarting the attempts to get a point early on the board. Tua hitting a lovely headshot. But the blue team ulting for 2 soldiers just so they can get more firepower into these sentry guns is an excellent idea, in my opinion. And now that they're going to be staring down the red team coming up with their Uber very soon.
Yep, there's both teams have Uber available to them to utilize at their discretion. It's whether they're going to be using it offensively, defensively, or if maybe one of the meds gets a pick or gets picked off. I see a sniper of Tua easing his way forward there. Maybe he thinks that this is going to be the opportunity to shine. There is a counter sniper going on mid, though. I don't think anyone would have suspected that would be the way that this would play out.
Nice. What happened there? Did you choke?
I did choke on a beer, but there it goes. That's how Team Fortress 2 affects me. I was just overwhelmed by the sheer audacity of players I'm witnessing with my eyeballs right now.
It's making it
the sentry's down. Well. Uber exchange is going on.
Oh, a lot of tanks is happening, but one makeup Stampy has decided he's going to run away, and Kid Curry has been left to die, unfortunately, but he was going to go down anyway, because it was much longer for the red side. No bullying is going forwards, just gets scouted out by RK, and this is going to give an advantage for the red team to move forwards.
Yeah, Dean was not willing to let anyone live under his watch right there. He desperately wants to be a medic of the... Sorry, a demo... No, wait, I'll get it in a minute. Heavy of the game.
There we are.
They're going to be laying off the bit.
Agro, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, thank you. Woohoo! I know a card.
Woo-wee! Right,
Indeed.
anyway. So, moving forwards here, we have red team taking up this alleyway to see if they can get anything done. The body shot comes out from a sniper, push the wall, it's over.
Wow, that was quick.
That was quick. Indeed, that's what she said to me last.
Oh, aggro.
Yeah, I don't know.
F's in chat for
That's
this.
why my wife left me.
Oh! What? Because I was not good enough? I don't understand.
No, because there was no heavy update.
Right, okay, fair enough. There's a lot more riding on it in your world than there is in everybody else's, apparently. But look, even without heavy update, heavy is still a formidable class, particularly when they are Ubered right now. As we're seeing Dean right now, Counter Uber has come out. It's been shared between classes, though, but it does not matter. Dean goes down. The medic is running for his life. A kill for that Pyro on Soldier. Okay,
Ooh,
takes
Stampy gets
down.
Bye-bye, Stampy.
Indeed, indeed. Goodbye, Stampy. If you see anyone in spawn right there, I'll give him a cup of tea.
Send me a postcard.
Stampy there, of course, using all those unusuals to try and blind the opponent's snipers, but not going to work this time.
Yeah, masking.
Shoot in the middle of them.
Masking the nature of hats to disguise where head is not a very good tactic, or not a good enough tactic, apparently, for these snipers. They are fully trained.
Trying to shoot foreheads. While we have a bit of a lull in the action, ladies and gentlemen, also going to swing around to another plug. So please go and donate to justgiving.com/capthatcharity to donate to the cause of the Pink Ribbon Foundation, supporting the research of breast cancer and a cure to one eventually, should there be one in the future, which there definitely will be, because we will beat cancer together, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you to everyone that's donated.
We will beat it in one-on-one combat.
We'll DM it.
Fisticuffs.
MGE
Yes.
cancer. No, not me. No, no. Okay, never mind.
MG does cancer. We should get Shadowburn back in the game, or MG Mike. Just a 1v1 cancer. That'd be great.
Perfect.
Perfect. On the topic of ice cream, by the way, which ice cream are you going to get?
There's white chocolate Twix ice cream that I tried the other day, and oh my god, it is absolutely divine.
That sounds incredible.
I thought, it's just a Twix ice cream, but with white chocolate. Oh my god, can I just tell you, my world was thoroughly rocked.
That sounds incredible.
It is incredible.
You see, I'm inclined towards coffee ice cream.
Oh, I hate coffee. Oh.
Yeah, I like coffee a lot. I'm addicted. Like, probably literally addicted.
I can honestly say, if we were at a party right now and there was lots of coffee on a table, lots of ice cream on a table, you would not have to share that coffee one with anyone else.
Yeah, it'd just be me, just sat there with a big bucket of coffee ice cream, just eating it.
I'd be there with a body count of knocked out people trying to eat my ice cream. It's like hell, I'm sharing that. Also, blue team tried to push, but they didn't win.
Yeah. Great.
Anyway, ice cream.
Completely forgot we were watching Team Fortress 2 right there. Ice cream, one of the best topics in the world, as opposed to Topics, which is one of the worst chocolates in the world.
Red team has popped Uber for up top.
I forgot that was a chocolate.
Indeed, it's been so long.
That's why it's so shit. Anyway, Backburner Pyro comes in
rest
and
in peace. They're gone. They're dead.
They're dead. They've done it. There's a bunch of dead players on the red side. Stampy getting up 9% Uber charge. This is the point where they can start trying to push. It's incredible.
Call the police. I witnessed brutal murders.
Come on, boys. I believe you. They're going in. The sentry gun has been spotted. They're starting to use the flames to take it down. It looks like he's going to take off that Uber so they can start picking up the intel. W+M1 has been reactivated. The engineer in fact coming in to take that sentry gun, and it looks like they are going to be moving forward with the engineer class to cap out that intelligence. But are they going to send players back for the intelligence? They must have RKs waiting below. And he's scouting him. He's going to go for it. He's going a lot. No, he's dropped down. RK's on top of him. Can he win? The frontage justice, of course, only 3 shots, and it gets reset because RK's on the defense.
Good on, okay. That's all it takes. One player is all it takes to change this around. I noticed the sentry gun go up there. Is that still in existence? Has that still managed to weather out the battle? It has. That's there and will be taken advantage of. I think anyone who wants to try and sneak around the corner of the team is going to be very much surprised. Just quite as surprised as RK.
5 shots from different people in one go there. Rest in peace. His body parts are just everywhere at this point.
A 1-0 on the scoreboard there, guys, as the blue team managed to cap out the intelligence for the first time in this round.
It's been so long we never even noticed.
Yep.
It is very weird.
Don't worry.
Not having any kind of like flag go off or whoop or fireworks to indicate that it is the end or someone has captured a point. It's a surreal moment. It's like this game just keeps on rolling through. We almost don't need to be here.
Can we have an air horn, please? Like, every time they capture...
Possibly. Maybe that's something you can get on their Bytes, Mr. Airhorn person.
I'll grab an air horn.
Please,
hold on.
Please don't make it very loud. I like my ears the way they are attached to my head.
Hey, I'm sorry. You're getting the full package deal.
No.
Do you come with ice cream?
Oh, speaking of full packages, here comes a double Uber. It is Uber for team. It is Uber for team. And it is over for the blue team. They weren't really able to utilize that Uber to full effect. Absolutely stamped down completely and utterly by RK. And in fact, I think RK senses an opening right now. I think they're going to make use of it. They might even move forward in a super effective way. Having said that, blue team's engineer is not... Ponazakov, there we go. That'll do. That's close enough. Is still able to be useful for them. They've got a teleport exit behind that tree, and that ensures that once your team starts spawning, you can start being super effective very quickly.
Lot of tanks! Oh, unfortunately there. The pipe comes in and ruins it. But Dean nearly getting taken on. There you go. Both heavies are dead now. The balance has been restored. And we have got W+M1 Pyro going in, and PST-16 taking down that sniper class.
Yeah, indeed. Tua just been incredibly effective throughout the entirety of this match so far, in any class that choosing to play. But particularly in sniper at the moment, needs to be watched. Needs to be have a man on Tua. Otherwise, Tua's gonna cause you so much pain.
Blap you.
Blap indeed. Look, we've got a sniper on the blue team now. Just watching. Gets out the sniper. Tua's down. Push, I guess. And push they certainly are not quite doing right now, although I see an Uber coming out for Stampy, being shared between a number of classes. They found the hidden sentry gun with their faces, but still being able to be effective. Kikri is on that point, trying to take down the scout. Doesn't quite manage it, eventually dies out, but has bought their team a lot of time and possibly the opportunity to turn things around, as I think we go into a bit of a pause here.
You know what a pause is useful for?
I don't know what you want to do with a pause, but certainly whenever I see a pause, I have an overwhelming urge to read out a couple of the messages from people who donated to us over the course of this stream. Indeed, first one is actually from someone called Lucky TF2 any relation?
Yes.
Never heard of him.
And it comes with a message. Thanks everyone for donating. So thank you for both the message, the casting, and indeed the monies.
You're welcome.
Indeed. Another one here from Schmitz, who drops the greater than 3 love TF2 and this charity, and that's a big whacking $50 donation from Schmitz. That brings us, I think those 2 donations bring us up to a fairly hefty sum.
Does bring us up quite a way, that. I'm just going to keep refreshing. We're currently at £1,418 and 67 pennies.
I've got 2 more donations as well. One from GTLM, who's dropped the €5, the sick €5 on us, and another one whose name reads as Kick-Ass. So thank you very much indeed for all of your euros, your dollars, your pounds, your yen, your whatever it is you got to throw at us. Really appreciate it. It's been great so far seeing these players throw their life and souls into this gaming adventure. But all of that pales into insignificance against the wonderful work done by this charity, the Pink Ribbon Foundation.
Yes, indeed, like hundreds of players willing to put themselves through pain as they thrust themselves at intelligence in a video game. Absolutely fantastic.
Indeed, that's what we're here for, and that's what we've enjoyed ourselves playing for the last 10 years or so, 12 years. Incredible indeed. Thank you very much, Mike, for your contribution towards this conversation.
You're welcome.
Oh, any time, I guess.
Of course.
Indeed. Particularly, yes. I mean, it's just as surprising to hear from you when there's no conversation of ice cream on the table.
To be honest with you, I'm browsing the ice cream shop just now.
Agro, what's your favourite ice cream, man?
It used to be Solcombe Dairy's honeycomb ice cream, but they changed the recipe, so I don't know. I've got a slot open for my favourite ice cream.
Okay, I want to know from the chat here and now what your favourite ice cream is and why.
Give me a new favourite ice cream, chat.
Show your work, please, below.
I'm telling you, white chocolate Twix from my local store.
I can't get it. I'm nowhere near your local store. Look, the action has started again. We're back in. We are really pushing hard. This blue team are not willing to give away the advantage they've got right now. They want to be able to take advantage. They want to be able to push in. And I'm seeing a sniper from the blue team desperately searching out a target.
Yes.
Unfortunate to find foreheads, though. He's not going to find one. It's very sad. All the sniper wants is to touch your forehead with a bullet. But one thing I didn't notice is the red team are not opting for an engineer anymore. They've got 3 scouts.
So they are going to go full
Oh wait,
on
no, they
attack
did.
mode.
And now they don't. They've decided they're going to swap off and get an NG. It's very sad.
It is very sad. I was looking forward to it being full on attack all the time, sod defense.
Yeah, that would have been fun. But now they're moving in. The blue team, they've got all their classes together. They are popping out the tuber, and they're going on to this intelligence right now, trying to clean up red players. But red has come out as well. But Arcade's been thrust away from his medic. But they have managed to now get the intelligence on the pyro class. He's trying to run with the power jack. Isn't going to be successful, and that's going to be a bunch of players for the blue team dying.
Yeah, and in fact, it's intel point reset. Although they found the sentry gun with their faces, it is up there. It's up to Athletic Chicken Arcade to take down the sentry gun using his pocket pistol. Indeed, face melting pocket pistol, no less.
Melting faces.
Since 2007.
Is that when the pocket pistol came in?
No, it was just like 2015. But,
I was like, how old am I?
I was about to call you out on that one. I was like, really?
What?
Something adding up there, Chief.
Right.
Also,
well,
I've got the air horn sorted as well.
Oh, beautiful.
We're gonna test it.
Look,
are you ready? Prepare your ears. I'm not sure how loud it is.
This is a warning. This is not an actual cap.
There we go.
That'll do. Thank you very much
Brilliant.
for that. I don't know whether you had to rush out to the garage to go and pick that up, but or maybe
yeah, I had to dust it off. I've not used it in years. This isn't 2004 meme time.
I'm glad there was still some gassing that in that air horn. From your days as a sailor.
My days as a sailor.
Speaking of sailor days, there is some unusual actions going on with Engineer blowing out almost spell-like action.
Remember no billing dropping the enemy medic, by the way.
Yep. That was enough to open up the field a little bit, but I'm seeing Kikri. Kikri. I don't know. I can figure out what he was saying it now. Kikri is slowly making his way to point. I'm not sure whether they want to try and push their luck with this. Maybe they're just going to try and edge themselves into a better position. Maybe get something from this. Who can tell?
I hope it's ice cream they get from it.
Not enough. Not enough to make us all happy. I don't think he bought enough for everyone.
Oh, monster.
Excuse me?
The monster, how dare.
I thought you said, like, Monster as in there's Monster energy drink ice cream then, and I got concerned.
Oh, no, we've got that as well.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
we're being reliably informed that is a thing, and it is something to be watched out for.
It's actually pretty nice.
Oh my god.
Inexplicably.
Yeah, it's strange. It's bright green as well.
Oh, that's gonna be awful. Like, all I'm hearing in my ears is diabetes.
I think it was long ago since White Twix chocolate ice cream, but
Diabetes of the ear is possibly one of the worst versions of diabetes. Look, an Uber has come out. It's been forced by this red team, or onto the red team, so they are now at a massive disadvantage. And the blue team of IR are surely going to be able to take advantage of the position they're in right now.
also I just want to point out to Wiethoofd there is an ice cream cosmetic now.
There is on the Pyro's head.
Yeah. One of the new hats.
That's if you're wearing ice cream, you're doing it wrong.
Exactly, the Pyro knows how to.
No, I just smear it all over my body. As we see a blue team Uber come out right now, and they are going straight for the intelligence. Looks like the Pyro does get the intelligence and starts running away, and has managed to claim it, but indeed gets taken down and then gets reset by Tua, and the heavy class going down as well, and it's been another flub by the blue team.
Yeah,
but blue team does have the intel. He's making a run for it. Go on, remember, no bullying. You can do it. Do it for all the non-bulliers worldwide.
I think no bullying has actually smeared himself in ice cream in order to run faster.
Aerodynamics, of course.
Well, it's also colder as well, so it forces a front. There we go! We now know in our hearts and in our minds and in our ears and in our noses that was a capture of the intelligence.
Although if you can tell with your nose, you might need a bath.
Yep. I think I was just so excited that I created a stench enough to transmit through the television screen right now, and we see two on the point for this blue team. They are looking pretty strong right now.
They've got a really good defense getting set up here. I mean, they're popping out these Ubers at the same time. Their Uber's going a little bit better. World of Tanks is taking place, and because their Uber lasts longer, they win it every time. The sentry gun did go down, but that's not like comparable to the ground that they still have. And the rest of the red team are now legging it back to base.
Well, in fact, no bully was able to take out Med there, so Fufufu is down and out with no opportunity to even start beginning this building.
Oh, team has the intel.
Had the intel. I think that's one of the things, like, when the map is much smaller than this, the ability to capture that intel back was incredibly crucial. But when you're looking at a large map like this, where you can't really, like, it seems like the conversation is always taking place on crap area and not nowhere else, because you can't move, you can't pick up the intel and drop it and then come back to a different location. The dynamism of this particular map is being lost. Just like the life of Kiri and Stampy, or Kikri and Stampy, were lost to the amazing black box of RK, as they turn this offensive push around.
The black box, a weapon of culture.
Yeah, the African American box has been named by many people.
Wow.
I wasn't okay. It was more because of the hate towards him. Okay. Two very directions. Yes, well done. Very different directions. Both not inaccurate.
But the black box conch is an epic combo because you just heal the entire time while you're shooting.
That's
things.
it.
Yeah. You just heal
everyone else
all
hates
the time.
It's because they're not running it.
I don't, but everyone hates my opinion, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm glad.
How on your side if it means anything? It probably doesn't, because I care more for ice cream.
And once again, the conversation returns to ice cream as we see another push going out from these teams. It looks like it's Arcade that are finally getting the upper hand, or at least
recipe Zappy medics down.
They had
continue.
They had a real opportunity there to push in, and it has fallen flat, frankly. Fufufu fighting for his life right now, gets the stab in, saves himself, and gets the heals on the rest of the team players right now. Fufufu is not down, is not out, and is able to assist in this additional push, like the extra push, the sprinkles on the top of a previous push.
The cherry on top.
when you want on top of your ice cream.
But what I want to know is, foo foo foo, is that meant to be like an anime style laugh? Like,
Possibly. Maybe it's the sound that pet gerbil makes. Who can tell?
maybe.
Unsure about the foo 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 noise being for gerbils, but let's go with it.
Well, surely gerbils laughing makes sound foo foo foo. Is that just me? Who cares? There is an Uber on the horizon here. Foo foo foo.
That's right,
Finally,
change the
blue blue
subject.
blue. That Uber. But it was ineffectual. It was enough to allow themselves to almost completely and utterly be wiped out. It is only Athletic Chicken offering any kind of resistance at all, and boy was it some kind of resistance. That was pretty huge. It gave them an opportunity. It put a pause in their step and allowed this blue team, or forced blue team, to not be able to run straight through onto the red point and pick up the intel. But they are in a strong position right now, and I'm glad to see it. This complete and utter turnaround, waiting for the rest of their team to spawn and come in before they make any attempt towards pushing. But they're ready. They're geared up. They're hyped.
Yeah, I think the blue team have actually identified the one weakness of this map, and that is that you have to come through the center point if you want to take the intelligence anywhere. You have to come towards the tree to get through, and they've just stuck a sentry gun and said, you know what, no.
We own the mid. We own the sentry,
no.
and you are not coming past.
Pulling a Gandalf on that.
You shall not pass!
You shall not pass!
Skadoosh.
Dang.
The wishy finger hold.
Yeah, that's how the movie goes, right?
Maybe it's a different video that I saw, but okay, who cares? This is a solid push.
Was the website black with an orange label by any chance?
I do not understand these memes, but who cares about them anyway? We see some action going on. The Scot is pushing his way out with the intel. Does not manage to get it all the way out there. But it was a valiant attempt to try and bring the conversation back onto topic of Team Fortress 2, as opposed to memes and things that aren't necessarily anything within our ballpark. That sentry gun is down, and it is up to RK and up to this blue team to try and forge the way back to mid to be effective once again. Look, they've got two. They've already got 2 points on this map. It's a real opportunity for them. Let's see if they squander it or if they are able to make something beautiful happen in the next few moments.
Scottish Bomb Man is doing a really good good move of taking out the teleport before anyone respawns and takes it back, and also pressured the heavy back a little bit more, dealing quite a lot of damage to him. But it seems like they just can't get forwards. Apart from this sniper, he can get his bullets forward directly into the heavy's gigantic Russian body.
It's weird. I mean, this is effectively KOF. In that there's a push, there's a pull, and there's a mid point that everyone wants to own. But it's like it's a defends the points game. It's like a 5 CP with 1 CP at either end and a KOF in the middle. This map is too big for these players.
Yes, it's just obnoxiously large. On the other maps, it's not too bad because it's quite short and stumpy, but on this, it's just kind of oof. But the sentry gun way out of position there. Athletic Chicken not being in a good spot at all, and as a result, the intelligence gets yoinked. And remember, the bullying now has it on top of him as well after the scout gets taken down. PST, air blasting players back, needs to retreat for the intelligence, does land on top of it by surfing away on a projectile. The sniper takes him down as well. The engineer picks up the intelligence and is on his way to victory.
Run, little Texan man! Run as fast as your little legs will take you! Oh, he's getting picked a little bit by the sniper there, but still surviving. Managed to get into the clear. I think this is a safe cap at this point.
Yeah, there we go.
No, you can't jump up there, buddy.
Boom indeed.
1-1.
This is as long as it could have gone
also,
for.
I want to point out that...
There we go. That was the magical moment we've all been waiting for. That was the realization of a capture right there in oral form. We are back now, pushing again. It's 1-1. I think the next winner gets the map, so I don't think it could ever be closer than it is right now in terms of scores. Absolutely full fury going out on these points. There is an exchange in mid, a tree right now. Tua hitting the worst of that, and RK Joy. So both scouts for this red team are down. That the entirety of the pushing forward seems to be buckling under the combined weight. PSK16 doing some amazing things with Reflect. The Med, how on earth did the Med manage to escape? Did not escape! The Med did not escape! That Med is down! Goodness me! Foo burns out just before the doors can open and let him in.
F's in chat, boys.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Foo's in chat.
Foo's in chat, yeah. But yeah, the one thing I've noticed about both of these teams, I'm going to analyze CTF right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, here you go, boys. You're the once in a blue moon. This is never going to happen again.
Go on. Right.
So what's going to happen? What happened was is that the red team, the reason why they didn't win control of that point, and now the blue team have uber advantage off the back of it, apart from some insane squatshot plays must be added, is that Athletic Chicken never went to the mid fight. He just stood there on edge, he built a sentry gun, and that's been his entire gameplay for the rest of the game.
Very exciting.
Blue team took all 6 players to mid, and then they smacked them. And then they get an NG.
Yep. I think this whole you can only have one engineer thing, I think maybe it's a lost leader. I think it's in telling people you can only have one of a class, it guarantees that you have at least one of that class. And that's wrong. For many maps it's true. It is a genuinely useful thing to limit the number of engineers available. But in this map, no. In this map, sod defense, go full on offense. Live the offensive dream.
And just slap anyone that touches your intel.
Yeah, just slap them.
No.
Hot hand quick, get in there.
Exactly. That's all you need.
Oh, Stampy drops Uber. Gets butt shot by RK at range.
Drops.
Oh.
That is such an opportunity gone for them. Stampy, I feel so sorry for you.
I don't.
Really? You don't care about Stampy? You only care about ice cream?
I find it funny.
If Stampy was called White Chocolate Twix, would you care?
Yes.
Right.
I changed my name on Steam so then at least someone cares about me.
I'll send you a friend request right now.
Ah, good lord. Yeah, so right now while we're in a bit of a lull in the action, once again we've got people setting up sticky drops and sentry guns. We're going to talk about the charity once again. So the reason that these players are putting themselves through this pain is nothing in comparison to the pain and misery caused by cancer, ladies and gentlemen. The Pink Ribbon Foundation, the charity that helps support people who are going through and dealing with cancer. You can donate to them through the power of this stream by going to justgiving.com/cap. That charity will be plugged in the Twitch chat for you so that you can just click a link if you need to and not just type it into your web browser. Find it and donate to us. Drop us a message. Also drop your favourite ice cream in that box as well so we can read it out every now and again. So thank you everyone who's donated to us. We have managed to get to a grand total of £1,435 and 95 pennies. So we thank each and every one of you for each and every donation, no matter how big or small.
Speaking of thanking, another big thanks go to Belcom, who has donated again another sum, a good €20 this time, with a message, go all the way again, best charity ever. Thank you very much for saying so. It's been a wonderful charity stream so far. I'm enjoying this conversation we're having about various foodstuffs and Team Fortress 2 action. It's combining two of my big loves, is ice cream, or at least food in general, and Team Fortress 2. This is the way to live. This is the way to spend a weekend. Sod boating or camping or going on international canoe trips. I want to spend my weekend this way, and nobody can stop me.
That's kind of sad.
What? That I can't get stopped?
Like you never mentioned ice cream.
I mean, it's a secret pleasure.
Just gotta get food, man. Food's the best thing in existence. What's the point in living without food?
I mean, you can't live without food.
That was the joke.
It's kind of...
I had to go put myself in the bin. I'll see you all later.
Excellent. Okay, so where are we back with this action right now? It seems like the blue team, they don't want to let anyone take their intel. They're just kind of hanging around at the points.
Yeah, speaking of blue team, I've got a weird bug from my point of view. I'm spectating the engineer whenever he brings out short circuit. The short circuit's there, but his hand's coming through it as well.
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
It's like he's shooting the electric balls with his knuckles.
Indeed, I think the engineer right then would have loved to have had the opportunity to retain the use of his sentry gun, but that went down right then. But looking at, remember, no bullying on the scout. who has just been incinerated by the stickies of Joey Lemons, was doing a good job of pushing his way forward and taking the fight to the enemy team. I was hoping nobody noticed that, but it looks like I've not been able to get away with that. Thank you, Beer, once
Please,
again, for ruining everything I do.
Incognito burp.
It was a good recovery, but we know.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I did try it.
I actually wasn't going to say anything, but then all I could hear in the background was the giggling. But yeah, the red teleporter engine built by Athletic is currently covered in stickies. He's going to detonate it anyway. No one's coming through that. He knows. Remember, no building knows for a fact no one's coming through that anytime soon.
Covered in the stickiest substance other than ice cream.
Oh, ice cream. Yeah, the ice cream that's on the spoon, the ice cream that's on the lid is the best. If they made all the ice cream out of the ice cream that's on the lid, why don't they do that?
Ultimate ice cream. That's too powerful. You'd get superpowers eating that, bro. You can't do that.
If you had an entire tub of that ice cream. God.
An entire tub of lid cream.
Of lid ice cream. Man, there should be...
Lid cream.
I'm surprised...
I need to buy 1,000 tubs of Ben & Jerry's and scrape all the lids into a single tub.
I am so surprised that is not a product. That you can't just buy like a strap of lid ice cream.
Why is lid ice cream so good? I can't explain.
I don't know.
It's just, oh.
I can have a guess to why.
Why?
Because you know, like milk, all the fat rises to the top, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so like when it's being put into the pots in the factory to be frozen, it gets shaken around a bit, and that's when the fat on the top of the ice cream that would have risen to the top will bounce onto the lid and then get frozen against the lid.
So you're saying it's ice cream plus?
Yes.
It's the Uber
It's
ice.
like New Game Plus, but you get an extra ice cream on the lid. You get to keep all your benefits of this delicious flavour, yet you have to start from scratch.
I would just like it if they would sell me a tub of ice cream with just a brick of butter shoved in the top. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, we've got an Uber exchange going on at this point, and
there was a push.
the red team failed.
Yeah, they got pushed back. I think they want to hear more about the ice cream as well. So
No, not only did they get pushed back, the entire red team is down. There is nobody up for the red team right now. They're taking down the sentry gun, and that's giving them a little bit of additional time. But right now, we're looking at an entire wipe for the red team that is not really possible to take huge advantage of since everybody's spawned right now. But the Uber advantage is going to be massive for Stampy. Stampy, if you can stay alive right now, you're going to have at least 50% Uber advantage.
Your advantage isn't the only thing that's massive, so's my desire for ice cream right now.
I'm so glad you went that way.
Yeah, I'm glad you went that way.
I was throwing a little bit of a red herring there, I'll be honest. Besides, that's tiny. Anyway, remember no building up the top. Placing a little sticky trap there, hoping to maybe coax someone in.
Like you, I also have in the pond in my garden a very tiny red herring. But look, it's not about fish right now. It's about this game of Team Fortress 2. And we're seeing what is going to be utilized with this Uber. They're searching around for a sentry gun, and I think they found it with their weapons of massive destruction capability. That med is going to be held in spawn long enough for the blue team to get out with this captured intel. We're seeing, remember, no bullying is scooting, zooming his way back to the capture zone.
Here's the strategy I was talking about, by the way, where they just spawn cap until the intel gets capped. There you go. Here we go, we've got another one.
Oh, they got another one.
Off goes the NG, there you go. Now they're just going to keep camping. They should drop the intelligence onto the scout so we can run it back faster. There we go. That's exactly what we see. So they start running back even faster. The Uber now comes up with the red team.
Perfect.
Yeah, the spawn camping is now going to go away. Oh no, he lives! He gets arrowed! And he survives! But we are seeing World of Tanks happen once again as the enemy heavy comes out.
The red medic's low. Can you hold him back a little bit longer? No, they can't. Headshot and he's gone. And my Ragdoll's mod is going wild.
Oh, there's a capture. Can you air hold?
There we
go.
There was one additional tactic that was utilized during that, and that was the placement of the teleporters that allowed the scout to get back into the action almost immediately after capturing the point. So it looks like this blue team have figured out what was missing. IR knows how to play this map now, and they are now instantly very dangerous.
Yeah, this could go a lot faster than we expected now that they've managed to figure out in the grand finals how to play the game.
Apparently it turns out that if you use both hands, you go a lot faster.
Yeah, I only play with one hand, to be honest. My other hand is doing other things, like holding mugs.
Eating ice cream.
Eating ice cream.
Yes, that too.
Out of mugs.
Out of mug
like mug cakes.
Mug cakes are the best cakes.
Oh man, I've not had a mug cake in literal years.
Sorry,
And
that was a
like
beautiful
Stampy's
snipe
gonna have
there.
any more either. Killed by his face. Dead.
He is. He was killed as he was running away, and I thought that in my screen at least it looked like he'd escaped, but actually, according to the sniper's world view, he had not, and Tua earned his place on that team with that one particular action.
Of course, we know the sniper's stand is, of course, the world.
Indeed. Give the sniper a place to stand, and he will move your head.
Rip your face off with bullets.
I'm so glad you don't get these references. This makes it so much funnier.
Indeed, it does.
Sometimes Agro is an innocent boy.
I'm always an
Especially
innocent boy.
with a black background, orange label thing. That was really
That was great. I think I died a little bit when you said that.
Oh, the pink one! I should have gone with the pink one.
Oh, God.
They say that about my hair dye as well, but I stuck with purple. Much better.
Ooh, very beautiful. Sticky trap above the door, but doesn't get deaded in time to kill a bunch of players. The stickies now get dead, but into Ubered immortal players. But it looks like they are going to move back as the blue team move down with Bomb. A nice headshot.
RK2 getting a headshot on the engineer there. He can't repair anything now.
Upsetting. But it looks like they are going forward. Stampy actually killed by Tua, gets body shot as well. Looks like Dean is going to be moving forward, just pinning some players down, but does in fact run out of ammo and has to stop shooting. But
That was a beautiful headshot. Goodbye.
someone's been eating their lid ice cream.
The forbidden cream.
Ah, beautiful.
I was really surprised to see in that exchange nobody actually walk away with a flag. Like that was such an incredible defense there. That should have been everything. It should have changed everything, and it should have given this team of RT or RK a chance for making a real action, a real movement right there. But it doesn't look like it was the case, and now we are seeing a bit of pushback. RK back in on the action. Positioning themselves against this blue defensive, seemingly eternally defensive team.
Well, red
Indeed,
team's about to have Uber, and blue team is not too far behind. They're about to hit Uber as well. This is probably going to be another World of Tanks thing happening soon.
Yeah, also
I
let's
feel-
point out, we have 6 minutes 50 seconds left on the clock as well.
Yeah, really run the time down on this one. I'm surprised to see that we're in this position right now. There
Ooh,
goes
another headshot. Goodbye, no
Tua.
bullet.
Once again, it seems to be almost a one-man army right now, taking people down left, right, and center. I think there should be a limitation on the number of snipers available to play this game. Tua is going up against the med and up against the heavy and sentry
Rest
gun.
in peace, Stappy. It was a drop.
Woo! Drop, 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 drop.
Anyway, we've got more players going down all over the place. You've got another headshot ringing out from Tua there, takes him down. Joey Lemons does not get a hit single and does indeed die. Kikri there, also going down to a headshot from Tua again. Tua now getting gone on top of it, does indeed die. W+M1 activated, and RK fail. Well, it has to be the 1000th push in the game.
Yeah, with only 5 minutes left on the clock, it looks like they're turning around. PST16 is making a mad dash to try and pick up the flag, while the entirety of the red team is in the position of turning around a spawn. He's found himself on the point with the sentry, level 1 sentry gun, not enough. He's making the dash towards escaping Flail. Plays up against a Phlogistonator Pyro. That Phlogistonator just doesn't do enough damage. It might very well be it.
He's got the recipe for the lead ice cream. He's got the secrets, the forbidden tales.
Victory.
We've done it!
He's got it. You can now mass produce lead cream.
GG's, well played. Instant reaction, take this map 2-1 in a beautiful 55-minute game, which caused us to lose our minds and talk about ice cream for 55 whole minutes.
What do you mean lose our minds? That's the best conversation.
True. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we just passed 1,500 smackaroos. So thanks to everyone that has donated, including myself. Go me.
Go you, go everyone. Big Harm, I think, is one of the reasons. Money Forever was the last match that dropped on that. It's Jack Lads as well. Dropped a fat donation of a $5. So thank you very much to everyone who's allowed us to get to this wonderful donation milestone. This is not the end, though. We've got another 2 maps potentially to get through. It is 3 best of 3s. I believe this is the grand final. This is where it all happens, and we can't just let it go with 1 map. Let's see what else is on the boards. But I almost regret there not being logs for that one, even though it was a long match. And realistically, there must have been many people with the high scores. That was very, very impressive. As it was turned around at the end, when the team has the flag, when the team has the intel, boy, do they run.
They do indeed be running, indeed. All the way to capture...
Indeed.
Oh my god, we have logs.
We actually do have logs. I spoke too soon.
Holy crap, look at these.
Pretty sure we're in the place that made logs.
My initial reaction to looking at these logs is just, holy crap. Good lord.
Wow.
Indeed. Look, we can see why characters such as Dean and Kikri are so incredibly impressive. Massive amounts of damage by them. Insane number of kills. It looks like it was a good call not to let there be more than 1 heavy. I was surprised to see that actually it's not been a soldiers game or a demos game. It's been a heavies game.
Indeed, does seem to be that way. There was so much damage. I expected there to be more kills, actually.
I expected Phil Swift to kick down the door there. That's a lot of damage.
Okay, again, another reference I do not understand, but I will look it up, I'm sure, later, if it is indeed worth looking up. There was a little bit of damage being put out there by Remember No bullying the demo class there. But I think one of the interesting things to see on this logs is exactly how many players choose to roll their way through a number of classes. Normally, when we're looking at 6v6, it's almost unheard of for anything more than 1 class to change into another class, with the possible exception of opportunities to go on a massive defensive hold, parking the bus, as it were. But it seems like everyone from Arcade, PST16, Joey Lemons, to Poznovkov, and Remember No Bullying, and Athletic Chicken, even Dean has transitioned moments between heavy and soldier. So look, everybody is trying everything to see if they can make a difference. There were some very focused classes there. I think Spy was only seen by RK and PST. No, my apologies. PST16 and Joey Lemons went Spy, both through their own styles for a short period during that. But actually, yeah, there's a lot of changing it up. A lot of mixed emotions being seen here, with only the meds, I think, are the classes that neither team decided to go without at any one point.
You know what they all say, even when you're memeing, you still need medic.
Memeing is best done with med.
Yeah, indeed, you go Bloodsorger and you run at people.
Indeed.
Beautiful.
I am very... Is there anything else in these logs that you guys have seen that's worth pointing out before we start talking about the next map?
I've been scanning over, and the answer to that question is no.
Awesome. I am so glad we took the opportunity to bring them up on screen, but that is a done thing right now as we are looking at the second map, waiting for the entirety of the teams to make themselves ready. It's a long old slog. I mean, for us as casters, talking about ice cream and the like, we're having a lot of fun doing this. I know I am. I'm assuming you two are as well.
I'm having a lot of fun.
It's great fun. Also, I'm on my website just now. Hold on.
Wait, okay. This is the ice cream website.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Tell us what you found. I want to know the research.
I'm getting 3 tubs of the white chocolate Twix ice cream.
Okay.
I'm getting a ice cream milkshake, which is going to be salted caramel flavour.
Oh!
And I'm also getting an American waffle with a freshly baked American waffle covered in diced white Twix pieces, covered in gooey Twix caramel and white Twix sauce, served with vanilla ice cream.
Does this come with a side order of type 2 diabetes? Just that?
No, that comes as standard.
That's like the that's the freebie. That's what the bag is.
You ever sat down some days and you just think to yourself, God, I could really, really do with a chocolate bar?
I get a free Uber to the hospital.
Oh, nice.
That's what the medic's going to be calling. Right, so I think both teams actually have all players on these maps. And they may be in a position where they are going to be going live soon. We are, of course, talking about the second map of this grand finals of the CTC Cap That Charity Cup, where we are experiencing two fantastic challengers in the form of 6v6 players from around the globe. We've seen them fight nose to nose, tail to tail in that last map, and really it was down to the wire as to which team was going to take it. If we go all the way through this and IR manage to make a recovery capture on this point, we could go on to a third map. I think we're pushing out now. Is this live? Are we attacking?
This is live.
This is
live.
it. We're happening.
We're going.
We're doing it.
Welcome everybody to CTF Wildfire, which is a bit of a shorter capture the flag map. As you can see, everyone's already at mid, literally one sticky jump and we're all there. So they are starting to make their way into this mid point. Blue team already getting control of that, and the red team are already on the defense. They've stuck Foo onto the engineer class instead of being on the medic class, which is on last time. And his sentry gun's already been taken down, so it's already been thwarted. But as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, this is a lot more of a shorter map.
Yeah, indeed it is. It's like the entire midpoint has been replaced by one satellite dish upturned. There's a bit of hydro we hear, and it's a weird bit of hydro as well. It is a point at which everyone needs to pass through at one time, whether it's above or below it. I think there's a real opportunity here for moving your sentry gun to mid, but I don't think it would last more than a millisecond. This is a very, very fast map. We've seen it in the semi-fast and the lead up to this. We're going to see it now in its full effect. The tactic here is not only to try and get in and get a sneaky foot on that cap, but actually to create an opening for yourself or your cap runner to get out as well. And that's the real thing. There is no spawn camping in this one. It's all action all the time.
Yeah, you can't really spawn camp on this one. The spawns are pretty far apart, and you've also got 3 ways of escaping on the spawn as well, making it incredibly difficult to camp. So you won't see any of that, you'll just see straight pushing. But one thing we did identify is that the soldier class is incredibly effective.
Yeah, soldier with a lot of air maneuverability means that is a class you really got to watch out for. I imagine to a certain degree we're going to see this as well from demo men. Maybe even a little bit of experimentation going on from other classes as well. Tua manages to get a fairly lethal kill on Quickery. Opens up the board for a lot more action. Tua is very dangerous.
Oh,
Joey Lemons
speaking of which, he just got that headshot as well. Nice. Well, Arcade's got the intel, by the way. He's running for it.
Oh, he's on his way to victory.
He's running. He's on mid. He's running all the way back. He's nearly there.
Oh, the other scout is getting body blocked by this.
Oh, he's done it.
There you go. One round already. Yeah.
That's the effort we were waiting for right there. That signifies, of course, that point has been captured. Although I don't know whether or not it's something that can be capitalized on by the rest of the team. There's certainly
the air horn.
The air horn needs to be capitalized by all of us ever.
He's getting on the air horn.
Just get everyone a vuvuzela. There we go.
We
Yeah,
need
they get banned from the World Cup directly afterwards.
Oh, you're right, Aaron. It's a good thing football's a joke of a sport.
Kickery is behind them right now, taking just like the backwards route through, and is able to do hella damage.
Arky's trying to sneak round the side, but he runs into a pyro. The pyro is down. Arky's running towards the intel by himself. Oof. Oh,
unnoticed.
Oh, he's got the intel.
He's on it, now they know.
Everyone knows where he is, though.
It
It was a good attempt, though.
Yeah, blue team opting once again to go full offense, but it's not really working out for them this time because the map is so short that you can indeed probably warrant a full-time engine because you need to be defending all the time because the map is so short you can have someone just sneak in behind, and the sentry gun does prevent that.
Yeah, but it's about placement of the sentry gun. I think the default placement of the sentry gun right now seems to be on top of the hut. That's where we've seen it a couple of times right now. It gives you a good bit of defense in terms of people moving through. But Foo is experimenting right now. Foo is trying a much more forward defense with the sentry gun placements.
Yeah, because it is very spammable from the left-hand side there. He needed to move it somewhere where we'll be able to do exactly what it's doing now, which is shoot people inside of the gate area. It does a really, really good job of denying that push.
Yeah, talk about denying that push. That was an Uber that was just completely blocked off. Red team there, not giving an inch even with an Uber in full effect. A bit of air shooting here going around by Krikri. Doesn't really get the air shot off. Finishes it on the floor.
Oh, rest in peace, jump scare, baby.
Jesus Christ.
Baby out of nowhere, happy Halloween.
I was on the first person of Kikri when that happened. I was like, ah!
As soon as I saw it jump down and you react, I knew exactly that's what happened.
Oh my god, he got absolutely stamped on by that heavy.
The only thing that would make that better is the Megalovania theme. Just the first note of it as he dies.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much argument right now. There's a bit of sneaking action going on as
Stampy almost has Uber.
Really? He's up there, he's got 100%.
Yeah.
Could use it at any time. They are making a push attack. Positioning, let's see. I think they're going to go one from underneath.
This is what I would have called, to be honest. The sentry gun doesn't cover the doorway, so sending people in there to go deal with that heavy first of all as they start making their way through. Then now they need to spam.
The sniper's watching. Oh, the sniper's watching. Oh, it's okay. He popped the Uber. I thought he was going to step out.
They're spamming the sentry gun with their dual. I think was that one? No, one demo man. He was just spamming his face off there with pipes and does manage to take out the sentry gun.
Soldier's got the intel. He's moving back. Go on, kick it. Oh, he's down. And the demo resets it right before death.
Oh, beautiful.
Good defense. Nice
that was a
save.
solid offense, though. I mean, it shows the class of both of these teams that neither one is willing them to give an inch or a mile. And not only was the defense absolutely on point, but that offense, despite the fact not quite pulling it off, that offense was absolutely nailed to the edge of the board.
Oh,
perfect.
Yeah. Fully agree, it was very well orchestrated. They took out that sentry with ease, they pushed forward. The soldier went straight to the intel and rocket jumped as soon as he touched it. It was just a shame that the demo man was already heading towards his landing spot.
In fact, following up with the scouts as well, landing on points, being able to touch the intel again. They almost had it a second time, but it wasn't enough. In fact, the action has moved on a great deal since then. We're back into a position where RK is going for the fully offensive position. We've got to watch out for Tua. I think Tua is going to try and do some snipey action right now.
Indeed, he's starting to move around this corner here. He sees him through the fence so he can line up his shot as he starts moving his body all the way around the corner to try and land that shot. But we are seeing, remember, no bullying, get on top of the med and take him down. That's going to caught that push. Does meat shot the sniper, but the sniper going down to 2 HP and doesn't die.
2 HP is nearly
rollers. Ah, the score shot gets him.
Yep. 2 HP, not really good enough for you in a very closely fought dimensional activity as this map is turning out to be.
Yep. The heavy there, Dean, trying to get a sneak on him. He kills one of them, but he doesn't quite get to the medic. The medic's surviving. Get around that corner right as his life expires.
Very unfortunate there. We are seeing the red team now trying to come a little bit forwards, but are getting pinged back by the demo man class, denying all of that space. Is now fired off every single weapon he has. He's going to have to spend a little bit of time reloading his guns there. And while we have a teeny bit of love in the action, please go and donate to justgiving.com/capthat charity. Cheers, lads.
Do it or I'm stealing the cheese out your fridge.
To make his pizza with.
To make a pizza.
Thank God it's not ice cream.
Oh no, I've got the ice cream ordered.
Cheesy ice cream, that's my new favourite.
Oh God.
Made of brie. Melted brie.
Made of brie. Oh, you monsters. Stop it. Oh, we have a sniper behind blue team. He's trying to get on the medic. He ends up taking out.
Indeed, that is definitely what happens. I saw that with my own eyes as well, and we're seeing right now Joey Lemons making full use of that Uber to try and push back this team. Not actually able to justify his existence though on that particular turn of the die, and in fact the IR team are still a pretty solid position. Kikri is being sneaky sniper. Maybe looking for an angle, not able to find it. Joey Lemons is trying so desperately hard. Looks like there's a massive competition going on just around this one small lump of rock.
Yes, now that I've relearned the English language, I just wanted to say that the sentry gun for blue team is in the middle area. Very well placed to watch that left exit there, just to see if anyone was seeking. I saw the scout was trying to peek through RK, but he wasn't quite able to do it. However, the sentry gun is down now. RK is in the midpoint. You're trying to take out that teleporter engine. Demoman has come through, however.
Oh,
wow. Oh, 2 headshots the the Bursod right as he was going along the left exit.
As good as that sentry gun placement was, it does leave them without a sentry on point right now. It's being built up very slowly.
Okay.
So the engineer sentry gun gets taken down, and as soon as it goes down, it's like, and just runs in with the shotgun and just kills both of them with the shotgun.
Sentry's down, his shotgun's fine.
Engineer need no sentry. Engineer is forced unto self.
The famous words, sometimes you need a little more gun.
Yeah, indeed.
I
Must be
just got that
Lazy Pebble's
reference.
video.
I was about to say, I'm sure Agro gets that reference. He is a veteran after all. Of TF2.
Of TF2. Let's just say I've seen more action in video game than I've seen in real life. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, that's just brought me down to 0 right there.
Incredible.
Other people are experiencing the 0 feeling at the moment. So those who are suffering from cancer, if you want to give them a hand, you want to make their lives a little bit better, you want to help a charity that is dedicating their lives towards making everybody's experience of living with cancer and the after effects of it, please give us money. Donate. Go along to justgiving.com/. What the hell? Indeed.
/cat that
URL.
charity.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. It's on stream, everyone, in the bottom left corner if you want to go there. You can also, what can they, is exclamation mark, something in the chat.
Exclamation mark.
There you go, yeah.
I'll do some of the words, you do the rest, and we'll get there in the end, and everything else that can't be satisfied with words alone will be utilised by
I'll make
bytes.
noises. I'll make noises.
That's it.
Fine.
That's it.
And if you don't donate, we're going to come to your house, steal your brie and your lid ice creep, and then we'll leave.
Indeed. Right, so Tua is going full on action on his own and not able to realise the dream of a solo sniper taking on the world, and is taken out almost immediately. Was it a destructive play though, or was it just something to run the clock down? The blue team for IR, they seem to be very happy with the idea of hanging around their own spawn, their own little capture zone, and not really be pushing forward.
Oh, hell yeah. They are well and truly settled into their home.
They've laid out sofa beds for guests, and then put frozen peas inside them. They don't want anyone to stay. They are in their place of comfort right now.
The best they're getting is an airbed. Little match is blown up, but not fully. Just enough that their backs are hitting the ground. That's a kind of bloody...
With a really slow deflate as well.
Oh yeah, it's got puncture in it. Yeah, that's just what you hear throughout the night. It's like, oh god.
A super slow one though, so like every 3 hours you have to pump it back up again.
Oh yeah.
God, that noise gives me PTSD of sleeping on beds.
You gotta be there, man. You weren't there. You just weren't there.
Should have done a waterbed.
God, have you ever slept on a
It was by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Are they any good?
Certainly not yours though.
As we're talking about air and beds, there is action going on the screen right now. Kikri is placing that dot on a back wall, hoping to someone to stroll past it and hoping to make a dent in the forehead of the enemy. Tua takes down, remember, no bullying, the heavy of the blue team. That leaves a gap in their defense. Is it going to be something they can take advantage of? Kikri takes out Joey Lemons. Joey Lemons has been super effective in destructive force, so I don't think they're going to be wanting to do an offensive push, even though they're in placement for it. Although they've taken out Stampy. Tua, once again, owning this particular role.
Hashtag save medics.
Yeah.
Endangered species.
For just £5 a month, you can donate to saving the medics.
Or instead, you can donate to a much better cause at the exclamation mark donates link to the CTC donation page.
Justgiving.com/CapThatDoherty.
That's the very one! No,
I can see!
You heard it too!
But Mr. Byte, which charity are we supporting?
The one that the money goes to.
Is it the Red Ribbon Foundation?
No,
It's yes! It was a trick question! I'm so glad you're on top of the board!
It's the Pink Ribbon charity.
Yeah, I've already said it like 12 times, hey!
Hey!
By the way, did you guys know they can donate to the Pink Ribbon charity?
Oh, how do we
I was
do
not aware
that?
of this.
That's incredible. Those of you that didn't know, type exclamation mark donate.
Right, and follow the link that comes up. What is that link, by the way?
That link is justgiving.com/cap the charity.
I think we've
Cap that's charity.
Cap that charity. We pretty much got there right now, and I think it's time to return to the action that's on screen right now.
There's action.
There is Team Fortress 2. Wherever there is Team Fortress 2, there is action. Trust me, I've seen it.
He says with a disgruntled tone, I've seen it. I've seen it. Oh, trust me, I've seen it.
Yeah, he's seeing the action that takes place in a bad water pub when you run out of bullets, you just end up running at them with your fists.
Or whips, or chains, or anything else that you have.
That sounds like a generic hub, like the one that you get booze out of. You just run at them with your fists as well.
Only in Scotland.
In Scotland, anyway. Maybe Ireland as well.
That's why Scotland's the best country.
Oh, you're after my heart.
And your ice cream. Anyway, we're coming in here, go for the sentry gun, and it's a bad. Okay, wow, they just left. They gave up so fast.
Bye. Yeah, no, their mum's called. It's their turn on the Xbox.
No, RK has got the intel though. That was a sneaky little lift there. Managed to get himself in place and has gone for it. Is unable to capitalize on it. He was fighting against the sentry gun. He was fighting against the entirety of the blue team. It was a worthy attempt though. That was pretty cool. What are we hanging on for?
When they scored a point.
Did
you did,
yeah.
Oh, yep, you did.
Okay,
I remember.
It was just 15 minutes ago. So
the ringing is still in my ears.
what the hell was that?
Don't ask. Don't ask.
Right,
he lives in Scotland. Just don't ask about random screaming.
Could be anything. It's in the street.
It could well be.
Welcome to the Highlands.
Plausible deniability. Oh, sit with me. Plausible deniability.
Anyway, yeah, we've got a bit of stalemate going on. I feel like both teams have managed to set their defense. They've decided they're going to stick the sentry gun on the middle point. It has got taken down a bunch of times, but they do have to take it down before they make their way into this point every time that they do anything on this map.
Yeah, it's not so much that it's a stalemate, it's just that everybody has a positive attitude towards not moving any further. So look, it's about trying to create an opening and utilize the opening that is created. Joey Lemons right now with a med, with what seems like the entire team is pushing forward against this blue team. They know the sentry gun is where it's placed, but they can't actually take it out. And it looks like with his attempt to be aggressive, it has created something of a power vacuum that is more than willing to be filled by this IR team. They have got on the point now. They've got the they've got the intel. They're trying to run away with it. It's not enough, but the med picks it up. It's Stampy who's now got the intelligence. Is now running out on his own, wondering whether or not he can get all the way back to his own capture zone before he's taken out. Of course he can. The entirety of the red team is utterly and completely destroyed right now. They're spawning. That was the capture. Can I hear a horn?
Hang on, PST-16. PST-16 has the intel. He's running.
Well, what's going on now? PST-16 out of nowhere.
He was camping it.
He's an amazing defense. Takes down the scout on his own. He's got 44 health. And there was no one available right now.
Less than that. He had like no health and a dream, and he followed that, running for the hills.
Absolutely finessed right there with that intel.
40 plus minutes of back and forth with no real meaningful action. We've just seen two caps out of nowhere right there. That is what this entire game mode is about. It's a war of attrition, but everything can turn around at the slightest moment.
That was art. That was absolute art.
I wonder what the comms are like.
Speaking of art.
Yeah, speaking of art.
Speaking of art, I wonder how the comms are.
We shall never know. If you want to find out what comms are like, I think the only thing you can do is to join a team. And next time around, this is of course season 2, and I think with this level of action, with this level of ferocity of action, I think everyone is going to be chomping at the bit, waiting feverishly for next year to come around and for there to be a season 3. Let's face it, ladies, gentlemen, and all of those who ride anywhere between those two polar opposites, it is an extraordinary experience being here right now, certainly with you two gents by my side, and I hope that you're experiencing the same level of fun and loveliness that I am right now.
Maybe not with you, but yeah.
In my loins.
Fair enough. I think we've all said too much right now. PST-16 seems to be wanting to go it alone a little bit, although he's got a bit of a team with him. Looks like there's going to be trying to move forward. An Uber has been blown by this red team, and it's not very effectual, although Tua is in the background. Tua is going to try and get one or two of these picks before we see what else happens. I'm seeing a teleport exit by the blue team right near mid as well. That's how they're able to get to this midpoint so quickly. But there's a sticky on it, and it's finally been blown by Joey Lemons. He's not allowing anyone to go through there.
Oh my god. 300 ping god just got annihilated by Remember No Bullying. Holy moly.
I wish I'd seen it with my own two eyes. I was distracted by all the things that are happening right now, but it looks like it's gonna be, oh my goodness me, revenge crits coming out of Poznikov. Does insane amounts of damage. In fact, there's still at least one left while he's building his dispenser and or sentry gun on just to retain that midpoint. It is definitely theirs. Speaking of sentries, one goes down for Foo. A very offensive move.
Rest in peace.
Remember No Bullying. Yeah, Remember No Bullying tried to get in on top of the intel as well and just got shot into the stratosphere by a scout, so that's rip. But it looks like they did heed my advice here, boys. They went for a direct hit soldier.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it was a direct hit shoulder soldier that hit the air shot that I mentioned a little bit ago.
Yeah, because you can just, ping down a sentry gun in 2 shots and it's beautiful.
That's my favourite recipe as well, a soldier of pork. It is very, very tasty, and I'm so hungry right now. There is Kikri, who has recently lost in the 1-to-1 in the sniper battles. Wonder whether or not it's going to be time for Kikri to change out of sniper class and go something else to really sort of change this up. I haven't seen Spy in a while. Maybe Spy's not the best class for this, but maybe it could be something that is missing from all other experiences that we've seen in this mad battle.
I mean, the one problem that you have with the Spy class in this is that after you've picked up the intelligence, you manage to get behind and you get the intelligence. I mean, you're a 125 HP class that can't disguise or go invisible. So that's 2 of Spy's things out the window. And you are a bit of a sitting duck.
Well, realistically, you want to be a playmaker. You want to set up the corridor, allow the other players on your team to be effective. We're seeing the entirety of the red team all moving through onto this point right now. Everybody is 100% completely committed to this. They want the battle to go their way. PST-16, not having any of it, has locked onto that medic and is taking him down.
Sorry, I just want to point out that Remember No Bullying has snuck behind a heavy and sniper and wiped them out. Direct hit, just absolutely annihilated them.
Joey Lemons, I'm sorry, that was a good call right there. Joey Lemons actually managed to get onto the intel, knocked himself into the air, threw himself across the map, landed just offside of the health pack, picked it up from being on 1 HP, and was in just such a wonderful position. He was very, very super effective. Wasn't actually able to convert it into a full-on cap, but my god, Joey Lemons, don't give that man an inch, he will take a mile.
What a beast. Wow,
sounds like my ex.
Oof.
Well, you gave her an inch.
Are you okay?
You gave her an inch.
No, I gave the inch, she took the mile.
You okay?
I'm crying. Well, anyway, I wonder if the team realises there's a teleporter behind them.
Good job, you have ice cream.
I think No Bullying just copped it there.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, they definitely copped that teleporter there. Just caught at the corner of the eye as they were pulling back. Very nicely
300
spotted.
ping god goes down to a pipe and dies. And now they don't have a medic. And we do see the Uber come in. They're essentially going down immediately to the direct hit soldier. It looks like they are going to be making their way up. PST-16 on the pyro class. Going to be air blocking anyone he can off the top of that point. And he does pick up the intelligence, but dies immediately, so that isn't going to go anywhere. But Remember No Bullying is in. Does like to the sticky bombs, and this push has been thwarted.
And Bullying could have made it a little bit sooner if he didn't rocket jump into the lamppost.
I was wondering whether that was just me that saw that. That was a
That's
beautiful
what I was
moment.
laughing at. I was about to say, but I didn't want to cut him off because he was commentating a lot of the more important stuff. But, like, honestly, rocket jump and then immediately face first into the lamppost. Oh,
It's a thin grey line between successful rocket jump and a lamppost.
ironically, the lamppost is also a thin grey line in his eyesight.
Yeah, we now figured out what irony means. So look, it's a mid-fight again. Neither one of these teams in a particularly dominant position right now, although looking at the advantage, 300 ping god is on 100% Uber. So maybe if you're going to do a push, now's the time to do it. But it looks like they've been thwarted. They've tried to push underneath as they had last time. The entirety of the blue team is very much aware that this is a weakness that is there to be excommunicated, extracted, extirpated, taken advantage of.
Extravagant.
That's also a word, but not the right one that I was looking for.
Exasperated.
That'll do. It is exasperated. As I feel right now. Look, it's been a long old match right now, and with nobody having actually taken. I mean, I know 2 caps have been made on the blue team, but it's not actually been enough to get them a point on the scoreboard. Neither team is really taking ownership of this map at all.
Oh, it's been a blue Uber now coming out as they go back in on them. The Uber gets elongated by a nice Uber saw there from Stampy. He takes down Dean as well. And it looks like they are going to be able to take this midpoint here from the blue team.
Yay!
Yay! They're doing it, yay.
Hey! Sorry, I was seeing where my
The crowd goes miles.
I'm excited, really, I promise.
You have a crowd?
I'm just a little bit more concerned.
It's unfortunate. PST16 bites the nail and goes down. There's a small exchange going on right now, but neither team realistically in a controlling position. Ubers are around about even. They even stood on either side of mid, having this like 1-to-1 battle. It doesn't seem like we're going to see anything massive come out of either one of these plays, but it needs to happen. This kind of ineffectual battle needs to happen anyway, because without this mid battle deciding who's going to be attacking, who's going to be defending, we won't know what position we should be looking at. And right now, if you're not looking at Joey Lemons, you're not seeing the action taking place because the Uber has been blown for Joey Lemons, and Medic goes down. That was Stampy who bit the dust right there, and now without Medic to defend at all, without anyone to defend.
No, Joey Lemons is in. He picks up the intel. He's on the way to victory.
He's going.
He's got the health. He's got the medic. He's got everything going for him. He picks up a second med pack. There is nothing between him and capture right now. He's got a 65 health. He's going to walk up the mountain. It's a sensible thing to do. Here he comes up the mountain.
Come on, Joey.
And there it is. There's a capture. Woohoo! Indeed, it is 2-2. Everything still to play for on this map.
Joey Lemons is still running the pain train.
2 intels.
Don't understand why.
Doesn't he take more damage if he has a pain?
He does, yeah. 10% extra damage for
He's
bullets.
flexing. He's flexing.
Right.
Your bullets may do more harm, but I will still kick your ass.
Maybe it makes him go 10% faster in retreating. That's
It's the Scottish playstyle, isn't it?
what? Yeah,
I can confirm that we are stupid that way, but I don't think we run pain train.
Fighting without underwear. That's how you.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of fighting without underwear, my God, look at me.
I don't want to.
I
really don't want to.
That was Dean, who was able to grab the intel and make a run for it, but made a run for it through the entirety of the enemy team. That was
it's running away time.
It's SpaghettiOs.
They didn't run fast enough.
W+M1's been activated by PST16. He's on a manhunt. Dean's on the Chad launcher.
What even does that mean?
He's on the Liberty launcher.
There we go.
The best weapon in Team Fortress 2, ladies and gentlemen. Fear it.
Well, I mean, obviously not as good as a Phlogistonator, but he still tries.
In a
I
1v1.
can't hear anything with all the ragdolls flying about with his mod.
Can't hear anything with all the sights.
Look, see, the Chad launcher has just killed a medic.
That's what it
The
does.
Chad launcher.
He's going to take down a demo man now. Well, look, there you go. Boom.
Look at that. That faster projectile
Wow.
speed. Delicious. Almost
Almost
as
feels-
delicious as White Twix ice cream.
Oh.
I take the ice cream arrived.
Not yet.
From the... Oh, he's in on the intel with his Liberty
He's
launcher as well.
grabbed the intel, he's got 4 health.
Oh.
That is not going to do him any good whatsoever. He goes down immediately. But it's a mental win. It's a psychological win. And I think that's all that anyone ever really needs. apart from the
I
actual
just want
win.
to say something about the Liberty Launcher. Basically, if you're using that and able to roll out so quickly and still wipe people out, you can fly about yelling and exclaiming at the top of your lungs, "I see no god up here except me!"
Yes, exactly.
You're basically announcing your godhood to them. He cannot be stopped. He's going again.
Yeah.
He's been stopped. Never mind.
He can be stopped.
Never mind.
You know the one thing that I haven't actually seen yet that we should have seen by now is the Man-Treads Liberty Launcher combo.
I was going to say, the Man-Treads would have been real good for that.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't be stopped when you're rocking the new update for Man-Treads. Well, I say new. It's been in for a while.
Late.
Where you don't take push force when you are shot.
Hold on.
Yeah, Chris Creed gets popped. One person dies. Fantastic.
Oh no, I was watching the demo man bring out his skill cutter.
All right.
Coming out TF2.
He's got an axe.
He needs somewhere to grind.
Yeah, so you take less damage when you jump with the Liberty Launcher because that's one of the aspects of it. And the Man-Treads allows it so you don't get pushed around. Equals a wombo combo.
Oh, the wombo combo.
Oh.
Yeah, and you have
Back to
5 rockets.
2009.
Oh!
Gotta play the updates, gotta play the advantages that are given to you on this and any other map that's, that comes out. Look, we are seeing, well, possibly right now, the beginnings of a dramatic move. An Uber has been blown by this blue team. They targeted the sentry gun. It has gone down. The engineer survives, but not without taking a terrible death later on. It is a good position. It was great, but it wasn't actually enough to capture the points, the intel. Am I lying? I was lying! My goodness me, I was lying! We're watching the intel all along. It was in the hands of the blue team. IR managed to get that all the way over and captured it. They have taken the first little light goes up on the HUD right now. We have seen blue team actually managing to get 1 point on this map. It is now everything to fight for. Blue team are actually in a position where they could be seen to be the team to beat.
Yeah, 32
That was a lot
minutes
of
in.
bees.
A lot of
teams.
bees. And I got slightly faster every time I said it.
32 minutes into the game and we have a round. Beautiful.
Dude.
I wonder what's going to happen next. Have you not? Have you not ordered it yet?
Have you?
No, I have. It's just not here yet.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, of course, a little announcement there. I don't know whether you if you weren't here for the beginning of the conversation, you won't know that blue team wins. ByteMyASCII is having the Chinese food. So, yep. I think
it's going to have beautiful Chinese chicken balls.
And if red
While
team
we were
wins, I'm going to
talking
have pizza.
I was going to say, while we were chatting away about Chinese versus pizza, Blue managed to get a point on the board.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful reflect. Oh.
Dean puts in the chat that as he just reflect kills 2 players.
Colon.
Indeed.
Semicolon.
Somebody clip it. Jesus Christ, that
Was a
incredible.
beaut. That was the reflect of all reflects. This is why Pyro doesn't see enough airtime. Pyro should be the primary class that everyone plays for. There should be restrictions on Pyro. Pyro shouldn't be allowed to be playing 6s because it's too OP.
It's broken, clearly. Well, we're back to this sort of like stalemate situation. The blue team are on the front foot. There is no advantages. We're just waiting for someone to get headshot.
You say no, they got a personnel advantage at the moment. They are at least 2 people up.
Mercenaries.
Fufufu, it's on 1 health. Fufufu went down. I think Fufufu could have gone down if they'd tripped and fallen over their own shoelaces.
He has fallen and he can't get up.
Indeed, that is the way.
Oh, air horn! There was a cap.
In fact, there have been 2 caps in this round. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Let's not overdo it. The Team are full on pushing right now. They have had enough of this give and take. They are feeling how good it feels to capture. They're loving the air horn and they're going for it a second time. Remember, no bullying has the intel and dies immediately, but it doesn't matter because the entirety of the rest of the team is there to back him up. Although, having said that, they are all down. And it is the red team. It is the red team. It is RK. It is Medal+1 that is the survivors right now. And they are pushing like hell to try and get on that point, to take advantage of this advantage that they've been given. 85% Uber. They're up. The blue team is up and ready to defend. But 85%, 93%. A massive, massive advantage in terms of Ubers. Let's see what they do with it.
Yeah, they're opting to go to the right-hand side. The scout class is in on the demo man. Deals a little bit of full damage, actually, with the scout gun shot, pushing him into the dirt. We've got the Natasha heavy up, and the sniper is now fiercely peeking as well around the corner, but he does indeed get taken down there. And we have got the... Oh my god, everyone's dying in the choke point. This is disgusting. Medal+1 that comes out, though, as he just popped the super. But unfortunately, there is a blue pyro in way to use the air blast ability to push them all back.
Yeah, counter pyro is the worst thing you can encounter if you are an Uber pyro. It's that moment of invincibility just utterly wasted by a very, very clever pyro to pyro action. That was the advantage. That was the red team trying to be super effective. Poznikov is trying to do a little bit of killy action right now as scout against that sentry gun. They know where the sentry is. That's one thing. Can they take it down is a different matter.
Oh, incredible.
Pi and Med are sneaking up behind. Pyro has been sort of offloaded. Med is taken out by Kikri. By scouts there, and only two are alive.
Did get 2 shots there. Kikri wiped out the engineer because he was standing still, took advantage of that, and shot someone else at close range. I can't remember who it was.
Oh, Sentry gun eventually goes down.
Well, not without taking more than a pint of blood. That was a serious amount of damage put out by that sentry gun right there.
He has no blood, so he's taking yours.
Oh, God, that's morbid.
That is that's very on point for Halloween.
I stole it from Borderlands 3, I'll be honest.
Do you know what?
Very cool line.
I'll tell you, Borderlands 3 stole it from TF2.
Yeah, indeed. You know what I've done for Halloween, gentlemen? I mention it. I have bought myself a sack of potatoes for Halloween.
Whoa.
Right? Because if they say trick or treat and they knock on my door, right? Then I can say treat and then hand them a potato, or I can say trick and also hand them a potato. I've got both sorted.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, tasty snack of potato, or you've been tricked because your sweets are no longer sweets, they're now potatoes. But they would have never known that they would have had a potato in the first place.
You know, you can kill someone by feeding them an uncooked potato.
Really? That's not on me, there's no warning.
You can write on the potato.
It doesn't go with a label on it with the warnings, okay? It's not my fault.
It's not my fault. Plausible deniability, we spoke about this earlier.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I was oblivious.
I did not tell you that, and there was no recording of me telling you that before you did it, so there we go.
Also, everyone just died in a little exchange, but Red Scout, RK, is running with the intel right now.
Yep.
And I'm getting the horn ready.
I wondered what you were going for right there. RK is coming close to be able to capture.
Also, I'm getting the foghorn ready.
Oh, thank you very much.
As a foghorn.
There we go. I think we all had the horn for that capture right there. That was quite beautiful indeed.
Greatgasm.
Hey guys, can we get poggers in chat, please?
Yeah, please, poggies.
Hey.
Somebody put me down.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave a message after the beep, and leave your card number. Blah. You know the drill.
Fortnite needs your help, please.
However, what you can do, jokes aside, is donate to the charity by typing !donate, or the link is justgiving.com/cap-that-charity to the Pink Ribbon Foundation, if I recall correctly, which
you have recalled everything correctly. I'm so immensely proud of you, my son.
I'm actually pretty fucking impressed.
And we're all surprised.
Oh my god.
Speaking of surprise, there goes a member, no bullying, goes in there and captures. Got the intel, running it all the way back. It looks like it could be Chinese for you this evening. He's running it all the way up to the point there is no one left to stand in the way. That is the blue team. That is IR capturing not just that point, but that map as well. It looks like it is going IR's way in a beautiful, beautiful moment. I am so happy.
IR won the first map as well.
Oh shit! That
and it's a best of 3, so they won.
Well, that's game. They won.
Yeah.
What if we do?
Hey, another horn.
Good job, IR. They deserved it at the end of the day. They
Thank
took
you,
loads of
Chinese
Ubers.
food.
And now
That was kind of incredible. I'm not a word of a lie. I did not see that play happening in real time, but I saw it with my own eyes. As soon as it was instigated, as soon as the flag was picked up, they were rallying it back to the points. They knew at that moment that there was nothing that was going to get between them and capture, and they knew that it was going to be not only their points, not only their map, not only that, but actually the entirety of the thing, the entirety of the cup was theirs for the taking, and they loved every last moment of that victory, and I'm sure you did too. I know gents here with me right now. I know ByteMyASCII. I know Lucky. You guys, it's been an immense and wonderful experience having the two of you on this cast. Was that as good for you as it was for me?
Oh, it was muy excelente, my friend.
It was spicy, amigo.
Oh, indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we've been doing this the whole time is number one, because we love CTF, and number two, but the main important reason is that we are supporting the Pink Ribbon Foundation, helping people who are dealing with cancer or are dealing with the aftermath of the cancer and all of the things in between. And we are looking to help support research and help for people who require it. So mainly for breast cancer, which is the Pink Ribbon Foundation's main priority. But thanks to everyone that has donated towards it. You are an absolute blessing of a person if you have. If not, then and you wish to have, but you just didn't have the money. It's fine too. But you've been supporting us on the stream by typing in the chat and following this channel. So thank you to everyone that has done that. But the that's all really. Apart from, donations are still open until the 28th of October, so if you do nab your paycheck before then and didn't have a chance to do it beforehand, please do donate up until that point. Thank you very much.
Indeed, and thank you as well to Wiethoofd, who's been in the background this whole time, feeding us lots of messages, telling us that we're getting everything wrong. But more importantly, has been able to put the messages in chat and the tweaks on the HUD so that you guys could enjoy the experience of Capture the Flag the way that Valve wanted you to experience it, with your eyes, with your hearts, and with your minds.
Fantastic. Right, cool. So, Instant Reaction take home that beautiful gold medal that you can see on the far left side, and they will be walking away with the fat prize of the glory that is, I am the CTF champion, eat it.
Eat it indeed. Gents, thanks for being here. Any last shout-outs before we close out?
Yes, shout-outs to Delivered, my Sixes team. Love you all. You're all babes. Shout-outs to the Polly's Pad, and shout-out to Enzo. Peace.
But I almost fear to ask any shout-outs from you.
Go on, ask me. Yes. Shout out to my local candy store that does home deliveries of delicious homemade ice cream. Absolutely delicious. Shout out to all the wonderful viewers. And shout out to Agro.
Yeah, thanks. I want to quickly shout out to my parents, who I spent a wonderful evening with last night. That was tremendous fun. And everyone who puts their minds and hearts on the line, anyone who's given to this charity, anyone who's given to any of the charities we featured over the last couple of days, over the last few weeks, in fact. TF2 is such a beautiful and wonderful game, and everyone who loves it, everyone who plays it, I can't thank you all enough for increasing everybody else's enjoyment. This game is nothing without people playing, and when people turn that playing into a giving experience, into a charitable experience, it just takes it above and beyond and into the next level. Thank you to everyone. We look forward to seeing you again. We'll see you again on this channel in less than a day. Enjoy your weekend. Take care, everyone.
Hi, old beaver! Away!